Good evening. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. I am Marlon Clovis. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 TV plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin with news that an elderly man of Ancillary has been hospitalized following a freak incident where he worked. One resident who knows the individual shared his reaction learning of the incident. Jasmine Duncan has the details in this report.
On Monday, July 22nd, it was alleged that a vehicle being worked on by a resident mechanic of Ancillary descended on him, impacting his head, resulting in deep lacerations. Speaking to community members, it was said that this gruesome scene left residents horrified, as many believed the victim would have succumbed to the injury. In sharing what had transpired, sources close to the individual stated the man in the video goes by the alias Soba.
Yeah, actually, the guy, he does mechanic. He was fixing an old car. And maybe he had some blocks underneath, to hold the vehicle, but apparently the blocks gave way. And the vehicle fell on his stomach, plus his head got bruised too. He was vomiting blood. They took him to the hospital. That was happened yesterday around 3 o'clock. So.
No official reports had been made to the Saint Lucia Fire Service, and it is presumed that the individual was transported to a medical facility by private means. At this time, the current condition of the individual is unknown, except what was stated by our source, who is a community member.
Well, they said he wasn't talking yesterday, so I don't know.
This follows a chopping incident which allegedly took place in Roseau over the weekend. The individual was again transported to hospital by private means, and the identity has not yet been confirmed. However, a video currently in circulation shows a male with serious lacerations to his hands and feet in the back of a van. Given that no official reports were released by police or made to the Saint Lucia Fire Service, the identity of the individual is still unknown, and as details become available, an update will be provided. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
A cultural icon from the community of Bellevue View Fort has passed away at the age of 95, plunging the community into mourning. In this report, a community member pays tribute to who they call Papa Kilty.
Joseph Ramo Poleon, affectionately known as Papa Kilty from Bellevue View Fort, recently celebrated his 95th birthday on July 10, 2024. He was battling an illness and sadly passed away on July 22nd of the same year. Poleon was revered as a prominent folk musician and cultural icon of Saint Lucia. Kendall Elver, community member and neighbor, eulogized Poleon.
Joseph Ramo Poleon is St. Lucia's king of culture by virtue of the rich and illustrious contribution he has made to St. Lucia's cultural landscape, particularly from a folk perspective. He was a folk violinist, and Ramo started to play the violin at the age of 15. He was taught by his uncle Floyd Poleon after being gifted with a violin by his father, Joliffe Poleon. Ramo first played with the Mount Gallian Band, and later he formed the Ramo Poleon Band. In these two bands, he traveled the world. He played at several cultural festivals, entertaining people the world over.
Elva also shared some of Poleon's accomplishments.
Notably, Ramo was a well-known violinist in St. Lucia. Ramo would have played at various dances throughout the length and breadth of St. Lucia. Ramo has won the best violinist competition on 2 occasions. Ramo has also been awarded by the government of St. Lucia. In 2002, he was awarded the St. Lucia Piton Medal, and also in 2015, he was recognized as a member of the British Empire.
Poleo's contributions to folk music and cultural traditions have left an indelible mark, ensuring that future generations cherish and continue these rich aspects of Saint Lucian identity. According to Elva, his legacy lives on.
The community of Bellevue has been left in mourning, and it is something that a number of persons are finding it difficult to come to terms with, because Ramo was one of the persons who we are most proud of. Ramo is somebody who has represented the community with excellence no matter where he went to play, and the community is really thankful to Ramo for all the work that he has done to put Bellevue and Saint Lucia on the map.
Elva shared that this is an immense loss for the community and island.
And I would like to extend sincere condolences to Ramo's family, his children. These are people I'm very close to. I'm actually a neighbor of Ramo, so Ramo would have had a profound impact on my life. He would have shared lots of valuable stories and lessons with me on a Saturday, Sunday afternoon. There was a lot of wisdom that this gentleman shared with people like me, other musicians in the community. And so his impact was not just entertaining individuals and preserving our rich and proud cultural heritage, but he was a father to many, though not biological, but in terms of mentoring and nurturing our character.
Rest in peace, Joseph Ramo Poleo. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
On Sunday, Bardini community members came out in large numbers to honor the memory of Cadell Amadi, who was recently shot in his shop. The candlelight vigil featured family members and friends who wished to share a message with the public.
The community of Bardini is keeping the memory of Cadell Amadi alive, echoing the call for justice and petitioning for an end to violence. On Sunday, July 21st, several beams of candle lights and sorrowful songs permeated the community's atmosphere as residents, family members, and well-wishers walked together to honor the 31-year-old who was shot in his shop on July 14th. In an interview with another news outlet, the brother of the deceased, Tariq Amadi, made a clarion call to stop the violence.
I just really wish that we stop the violence and, get engaged in more sporting activities and, come together. I remember long ago they used to have these little groups and La Wars and La Marguerite, and, I really wish we form little groups and, get together instead of being violent and killing people and breaking and entering people's houses and things like that.
The family has stated that they have been receiving overwhelming support, as was evident in the scores of people who turned out for the vigil organized by the late Cadell's brother. By all accounts, this incident has impacted the family immeasurably and serves as a wake-up call to many to turn away from crime, as one can never truly heal from such a loss. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
As the official start of the Summer Olympics draws closer, an unofficial announcement of a media representative was made. This individual's quest to share insights into the competitions has been met with great criticism. In this report, the sports minister provides some clarity on the matter.
Saint Lucia is scheduled to compete at the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris from the 26th of July to 11th August 2024. It will be the nation's 8th consecutive appearance at the Summer Olympics. As the excitement builds, a credible sports commentator declared in a Facebook post that, quote, the Saint Lucian media will be represented at the Paris Olympics beginning this Friday by Andrew Haynes, #Paris 2024, end quote. This sparked outrage, and many people in the comments questioned why he was the representative for the media in Saint Lucia. It is unconfirmed whether this individual has ever been actively involved in the reporting of sporting events. Ahead of Cabinet on July 22, 2024, Sports Minister Honorable Kenson Kazime stated that the ministry did not have vetting rights on the media contingent for the Olympics.
The Ministry of Youth Development and Sport, we do not have the vetting power in terms of who decides or who goes on to provide coverage to a private entity. Every single media organization here, they are in a position to write to the international body for the Olympics, the IOC, International Olympic Committee, to request accreditation. And every media entity, as a private media entity, could go through a process similar to the World Cup, similar to any global event, of identifying somebody from that media corporation as somebody who has the capacity to provide information on what's actually going on at the Olympics.
It was later confirmed in the comments that Yadi, the individual known for anchoring the Zafir Noor Saint Lucia show on MBC, funded his flight and accommodation. The minister shared that all media houses on the island had the similar opportunity to attend the Olympics, given the expenses would be footed by them. He shared that he would be out of place to comment on the attendance of Haynes. However, if a team from GIS were to be involved, he would definitely have a say in the matter.
I don't even think, to be very honest, I don't want to be presumptive, but we have to understand that this is private enterprise. This is not a government-run agency. This is not GIS. If it was GIS sending an individual, then I, as a sports minister, would definitely get involved and have that level of engagement as to who I believe would be best suited to provide that level of experience on what's happening. Because I think it's an experience. The Olympics is an experience on and off the field and track. And so had it been from that angle, then I would have had a lot more to say. But given that a private organization run by a private entity has chosen a private individual, it would be remiss of me to then come here and say that the individual should not have gone, or that individual should have gone, or they would not provide any value to what the Olympics is to an audience.
The government of Saint Lucia does not have a media contingent representing the state, and at this point, they are depending on coverage from the international media corporations. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
Still in the first segment of the broadcast, the POV. Today is Open Mic. Here is your point of view.
You know, for the Juve coming up there, maybe we want a truck this round, and for the carnival we wanted to do a couple of rounds in Grosley. We don't want it to just go to Pigeon Point. We want a couple of rounds in Grosley, and then we could do whatever I want.
My issues in Rodney Bay is my road. I pay people already to help me out to fix up the road. Yeah, I live Frederick Development, and then they have been fixing MGI Road, but they never really fixed my road. So how many times I pay fellas with my own money on my own pocket to fix up the road, but they never did. So I wish that one day maybe, or you know, they would have helped us out, you know. That's what I really want. And again, that people like there are plenty names that I could mention, but I don't want people to feel a kind of way that but there are people that can, you know, at least ask for help, and they never really ask for help. But I wish that my road's so bad that they would have helped us out. At least, you know, just patch it a little bit. You know, you can't really drive there, and maybe that will help. You know, a little bit of patching.
This commentary is for the young people out there who have graduated from school, or the ones who are already out of school seeking to find employment. There are a few steps one needs to have in mind when trying to be successful in life. And one of those rules, or namely number one rule, is to have unwavering faith in the Almighty and yourself. Number two, never give up on the goals you set out to achieve, no matter how difficult the circumstances are. Number three, grab onto opportunities that align with your goals whenever they present themselves. Number four, visualize your goals materializing daily and keep walking along that path till your goal has been manifested. Always remember, God always helps those who help themselves.
All I wanted to say today was, if at this point of our life that we cannot differentiate between the physical and the spiritual, and the higher frequencies and the lower frequencies, then we are lost.
My really concern about, I think we have two big buildings in Grosley. The police station, the old police station, and there is another building by Cots. And I think we need to create ideas where we can keep our young people occupied. I believe either one of those buildings can be used as a building towards creating, in other words, not all government can create employment for one. I believe they can use that building as a center. You can have probably people teaching people how to sew, fix it up properly, teaching people how to sew, doing woodwork. I have done woodwork before I started doing popcorn. I can still do tall bed legs, spinning and something. And then you have another section where you can do steel, how to tie steel and doing those things, whatever you want to do, blocks. I mean, I think government needs to invest in those two old buildings in Grosley where it can at least assist our young people in a center where they can create their own employment, they can learn a trade and so on. So if you watch the two buildings there, the old police station and the old courts building, I think and the former government purchased this building, the former district Leonard Montaut. I think right now, the government should at least consider in using that building towards doing something towards assisting our children. Because if you realize, a lot of kids, when they leave school, they are looking for employment, and no government can create employment for all. Even when you go to the States, no government can create employment. So I personally believe if you have a trade, you can at least create employment for yourself. You can have your own little business. So I think my district rep, I think let us try to do something what we can, at least the young people can at least learn a trade.
Look out for our reporters or head over to our Facebook and Instagram pages at Caribbean Hot 7 TV to share your point of view on trending topics in the news. We would love to hear from you. Coming up next, 15 years later, Health Minister says St. Jude's is near completion, and Saint Lucia in St. Vincent details burial aftermath. All that and so much more coming up when we return after this break.